Hey guys, it's Friday, the 15th of August 2025, 2 p.m., 77 degrees. We're in the Southwest Corridor State Park. It was going to be an expressway. Instead, the people who live here fought against it and turned it into a greenway state park next to the Orange Line over there and the commuter rail that goes south. I think we'll go this way. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, I like to take you on walks with me and we see whatever we see. Sometimes it's a protest or a parade or a lion dances in Chinatown or protests and spontaneous things. I once saw a woman who seemed to be shooting a commercial on Boston Common from the Dunkin' to the Common, and she walked out of Dunkin', and I don't know, maybe she was supposed to do this, walked out of Dunkin' with the iced coffee in her left hand, a dozen donuts in her right in like a big flat box. And she started across the street. The wind got under the box of donuts and flipped it into the street, all over the street. But she still had her coffee. There was a golf cart that was painted pink, which her colors were pink. And they were like shooting the video through the golf cart right at her as she came across the street. I was like, what the hell are they doing with a pink golf cart? And as usual, I stopped to see what's going on. And, sometimes I sing or hum poorly. If I do, like I probably will right now, because there's a song called "The Time of My Life." It's an EDM song. There's a time for me down. There's a time. A time for peace, a time for violence. Ooh, that would be cool. I just had an idea. I have another internet persona that deals in news and politics. Ukraine war being a very large one, as I was an airborne Russian linguist in the military, Air Force. And I say that and people go, what? You were what? I spent 2 years learning Russian and the classified use of it. It's an Orange Line train. And then flew on the RC-135, which was called the Rivet Joint. And let's just say every time I went up, I might not have come back. Especially when they post this stuff online all the time now. So I think I'm safe from NSA. Yeah, we'd be close enough to the Soviet Union that a Russian fighter would pop off the wing. And if you see in the news times of Russian and now Chinese fighters doing crazy things, once a MiG-21, which was the last air defense unit had him, did a barrel roll around our plane in Afterburner and then went home. It was kind of weird to hear a loud roar from outside just start at the top of the plane, go to your left, underneath, the right, and then home. They did crazy stuff. They get in front of us like they're Afterburner to create turbulence. Not all the time. Yeah, I flew hundreds, probably close to 150 out of Japan and a bunch out of the UK. 20 AWACS missions during Desert Storm over southern Iraq. Kept us from getting into surface air missile range when the new crew didn't turn us fast enough. I was not authorized to speak to the pilot. I did anyway. I did a lot of things that nobody else did. F-16 couldn't drop his bombs because the target was covered in clouds. So the guy running the air war that day came over and said, "Can you find anything for us to drop these bombs on? Because they didn't like to bring them back. They might explode on the plane. That's not good." I said, "Give me a minute." Made some calls on the radio. And then there was a building that ceased to exist. So I was just supposed to tell him what was going on, and instead I helped do away with some Iraqis. And the only war we've done right in a long time. Here goes the Orange Line train, you can see it. Cars are all new, very nice inside. They have signs that show you, like digital signage that show you what the next stop is, what connections are there, etc., etc. On the Green Line, for example, they just announce it. They have like a thing, if it works, at the ceiling that shows it, but it's only like a crawler. This is the Forest Hills station. I think this is the end of the Orange Line. Let's see. Let's get out the maps and see where we're at. Under the tree. Sorry about the quick spin. Alright. It's trying to take me places, and I don't want to go to the places. Alright. So like I said, that's Forest Hills. Alright. You hear a commuter rail going by. Alright, does this continue from here? No, I don't see it going further. I think we've gotten to the end of the park. Oh, the Arboretum's this way. Oh, what the hell? I've been wanting to go there. All right, how close? Let's see. Hey Siri, navigate to the Arboretum. We'll see what it says. How far is it walking? 5 minutes. Holy shit, it's free. All right, then. Huh. Well, it's an hour train ride because, like I said, we're at the end of the Orange Line. Southwest Corridor Park. See the sign? All right. Well, sometimes you just end up where you end up. It's telling me there. Okay. It was behind its own location. I'm using Apple Maps, so it shows up on my phone. That's not what I usually use. Is it up here? Yeah. See the DCR sign? This is Forest Hills. These two are. They turn left. Huh. Well, let's go see the Arboretum. It's all kinds of flowers and trees. Okay. Do I have to cross the street? Can't see if the sidewalk. No, there's a sidewalk there. Do I have to turn left? Yeah, it's telling me to turn left, so we'll just go to wherever it's gonna be this one because the left turn light's on. It's telling me to wait. Alright, now we'll wait here. I'll spin around and check the directions again. Alright, that's like part of it over there, I think. Oh, I've got to walk on it, so.
Wait.
I always push it. Oh, this is cool. Like I said, sometimes we just find things that I'm not planning on. South Street and Arbor Way. Now we're more in a suburb area. Not sure if we're still in Jamaica Plain or Dorchester. Or, that's not what I meant. Roxbury. Who knows? I like the design of the light poles. I don't know why. They look kind of old-timey. They fit the historic nature of the city. You see stone walls like this all like out in the country, in the rural areas. Natural wooded area. When I get home, I'm going to see how far this was on the train. My watch should have kept track. Part of it. Nice houses. I assume they're all like apartments now. Houses easy here sell for $1 million, $2 million, and they're not like mansions. They're just big houses like that. So we're in Roslindale. Maybe. No, Rosendale High Park turn. Okay. I never come down this way, so it's an adventure. So this is the entry to the Arbor Way. Alright. I usually push these out to 20 minutes. Not this time. Pardon me. We're going to end here. And the next video will be in the Arbor Way. Till then, love y'all. Bye.